This is how it ends. Passivity driven by believing that which exists today will exist always. Elonia, capital of the Solstar Empire, one of the 3 grand dominions of our galaxy. It's been 2 centuries since war touched this world. Elonia is a paradise, as safe as can be. The notion that something could disrupt this state of harmony was nothing less than unthinkable. But unthinkable has been my companion for millions of years. Everything you said is true, Optimus Prime. Have we arrived too late to defend my homeworld?
I suggest you don't get your hopes up, Knight.
Optimus Prime, Autobot narrator. RC, full of trepidation. Rom, the Space Knight. Bumblebee, full of heart. Holy smokes, Rom! I was happy to see you again, but I didn't want this.
With the light of hope, there is always a chance for victory.
Platitudes are useless, Prime. We have to hit that things now.
Ira Magna, Torchbearer.
You know, I've never run from a fight, Pyrrha. But even if this was winnable, and it clearly is not, ask yourself, did we come here to end lives or save them?
We don't know what this anomaly is, or why it's doing this, let alone how to stop something bigger than a planet.
That's what I mean. This Doki Hickley create a world-spanning space bridge and get every living being out of there. We just need about 30 of these saggers placed at strategic places on Elonia, if that wasn't implied. Wheeljack, mad scientist.
The anomaly is here because our world called it. I will not let another civilization die because of Cybertron's actions.
I appreciate the aid, Optimus Prime, yet surely you did not believe the Solstar Order would be without its own defenses. Rom was the first of the greatest warriors of the cosmos has ever known. Well, the greatest organic warriors anyways. Knights drawn together from countless worlds and encased in impenetrable armor.
So, you finally decided to join us, Rom? I was beginning to wonder if you had chosen these interlopers over your kin.
It's good to see you as well, Livia. Today we stand with the Cybertronians. They tell me we face a threat beyond all measure.
So the machine claimed this is not their doing? Rom, look! These are dead, the Cybertronians!
Optimus Prime and his friends do not deny a connection.
The Cybertronians are a race founded on conflict. This could be an ancient world, or a recent attempt to cyberform a planet gone awry.
Optimus, that's Cliffjumper.
He and his team vanish with the planet Velocitron. This confirms my darkest fears.
You left your comm channel open, robot. And trust me, your fears never meet the phalanx of the Solstar Knights. You know more than you're telling us, and I know how to find out what these things is.
Rom, your knights are wasting time we don't have. Regroup on board the Ark. We must begin evacuating Elonia immediately.
We cannot admit defeat to one such as this. If all you told me is true, we must do battle, not flee before a shot is fired.
Glad to hear your time on that Blackwood planet Earth hasn't dulled you too much, Rom.
Knights don't run Cybertronian, in fact.
Rom, are you there? Operation Disruption. I have lost contact with the Knights.
Soundwave, Decepticon communicating.
Yes, I was afraid that would happen.
Livia?
I think the Cybertronians might have had the right
Gods of Velonia.
I can hear their prayers.
Oh, Primus, what are we gonna do now?
Now, as it often happens, all that stands between life and death is us.
Hey, you! I know you don't speak my language, but I hope you understand. Your friendly neighborhood rescue bots are here to save the day.
I think she's worried about the mood.
Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of leaving your friend behind. Bumblebee to Prime. All units are reporting in. We're all in position. So open the door. And let's get everybody out of here. Hey guys, what happened?
I should have worked. I tell you, my calculations are never off. I mean, sure, sometimes, but not now. Something is blocking the space bridge activation. A counter signal.
Told you we should have attacked.
Optimus, I cannot locate the source. Have you made it to the surface and located Brom? Perhaps he may provide a clue. We're down, Soundwave. Orbital bounces still work. Not that there will be much help for billions of Velonians.
Which tell us this counter signal is specifically keyed to a space bridge.
It is fate, fate that made me fall here, fate that drew you to find me. This was Trail Mineral Mine, the source of our crystalline armor. This was a holy place, but we never asked why.
This place was never holy. There is nothing noble about or about what facilitated your ability to wage it. This is the work of a Titan, the harbinger of primes that appears to have crashed here millions of years ago. Which makes Elonia one of the Cybertronians' 13 lost colonies.
Impossible, and yet.
Other explanation is there. This Leviathan lay beneath our land, seeding the crystalline metal that encases me.
Yeah, this is what forms your armor. Make you look like us even though you are all squishing inside.
How can there was never much?
This is a Cybertronian Regenesis ore. See the hexagonal lattice, iteration 12. If I had to take a guess.
We can worry about that later. Titans control space bridges. This is what's blocking Wheeljack's device, and it's down us to fix it.
We haven't had nearly enough time to prepare. There aren't enough on us aboard Arc Zero. But we couldn't wait for slower ships, and we couldn't wait for a better plan.
It's no use. The counter signal's too strong. It's overriding my own blasted controls. We gotta get out of here. We can orbital jump back to the Ark. Then what? We leave everybody to die? I've been dead before and I'm not afraid of it, but that doesn't mean I'm cool with genocide. If this is the end, I'm spending every microsecond I have left trying to protect these people.
Yeah, you're right, pal. It's real good to have you back. I just hope Prime finds something so I can keep enjoying your company.
Emissary. He's alive, and he says his name is Emissary. If only Windblade were here, she could convince him the threat isn't our space bridge.
She's not here, Optimus, and even if she were, she wouldn't want anything to do with your plans. We are out of time.
But the Titans, your kind see them as like unto gods.
I said it before, Knight. I don't pray much.
The scream is deafening. Emissary traveled to the stars to spread the word of the primes. He thought he was noble, just like Rom. Just like all of us.
That's it. The counter signal's gone. We got a big energy spike, but that's... What is it? Nothing, Bundy. This is Wheeljack to all units. Hang on to your machines, guys and gals.
I'm taking control of everything, and here goes nothing. Tell Ironhide to forget it. He knows.
Wait, Wheeljack, what are you?
Guess there's worse ways to go than saving an entire...
The Soulstar Knights did all they could, but while this world was their world, it was my responsibility. Status, Soundwave, I don't have all day.
Wheeljack, where are you, buddy? Wheeljack?
We did all we could. But as soon as it's done feeding, the anomaly is gone.
The stars are going out. This is impossible.
How many of my people?
Operation Extrication, nearly 2/3 of the living population, including animals, escaped destruction. We must do better next time.
What do you mean next time?
Perhaps the leader of Cybertron is better suited to explain. If you please, Windblade.
Our allies have been tracking these anomalies since the disruption of a planet called LV-117 some years ago, but LV-117 was unstuck in time.
The world was infused with Regenesis ore like the one that forged your armor, this one altering the flow of time.
What does that mean?
While the effects of LV-117's destruction were apparent long ago, the actual attack occurred only last week.
After Cybertron's invasion by human forces, Athena was sent into space. Welcome, death.
Not terribly helpful.
But a second, more recent transmission was one word, something I never heard before. Unicron. We learn of a destruction of uninhabited world, Prion, where a Titan had died.
Then another planet was consumed, Gorlon Prime, where I had raised a Titan myself. Next came Velocitron, a Cybertronian colony. You saw what was left, Rom.
Unicron is building itself out of the worlds it kills, becoming bigger, more powerful with each extinction. It's murdering Cybertron's colonies, which means...
In addition to the rest of our worlds, Earth is in danger. I have dragged the humans into mortal danger. 3 billion Elonians died today. And this was our first victory. Unicron is accelerating its attacks. Eucharis, Cybertronian colony. We don't know why it's coming, or what can stop it. I'm not even sure it's possible to. Every attack adds to Unicron's form. The more it kills, the stronger it becomes, and it's coming for us. I don't like to admit this, but I'm afraid. Afraid this is how it all ends.
Decoding.
Transmission from Cybertron Core. Welcome, Death.
Millions of years ago, on the planet Cybertron, a race of mechanical aliens arose, their origins shrouded in myth, their planet consumed by war. Explorers searched for new worlds to colonize in the name of their god, Primus. A traveler from the future called Shockwave awoke in the distant past. Through his knowledge of what the future would hold, he instilled a plan, calling himself Onyx Prime, he united Cybertron's tribes under the rule of the 13 Primes, taking them to the stars in the name of expansion. Colonies were established and, through his machinations, seeded with powerful ores. And then they were lost, as history so often is. The cycle repeated, using half-remembered legends as justification. A new Cybertronian government, responding to the will of a new prime, oppressed its people. Seeking justice, a police officer named Orion Prax and a revolutionary known as Megatron overthrew this new order. They changed the world, and the world changed them. Pax took the name Optimus Prime, and his heroic Autobots fought Megatron's evil Decepticons for millions of years, their war spilling across the galaxy. Eventually, on a planet called Earth, the Autobots won. An uncertain era of peace began, Cybertron reconnecting with its former colonies, its new leader, Starscream, claiming freedom for all while Optimus Prime annexed a new colony, Earth. It was a tumultuous time. Following a political disgrace, Starscream resigned, replaced as leader by Windblade from the colony of Caminus. Shockwave returned with a bestial Maximal army and threatened Cybertron again. The mastermind was captured, but had Cybertron played into his hand? In all the fighting, something was awoken, something that cannot be stopped, a threat that cannot be defeated. No one quite understands what it is or what can do, but they know two things. Unicron is death, and Unicron is here.
The end came without reason, without provocation. Unicron, the adversary, had arrived. It was the Uncreator, the diametric opposite of Primus, the first Cybertronian. Older than the universe itself, these two impossible beings spent eons locked in struggle, until Primus expelled the devil and became Cybertron itself. One day, said the legends, Unicron would return, but Cybertron would be ready. The Horizon, the 13th Prime, the true Prime, would be there to slay the beast. Cybertron and the universe would finally be at peace. I never believed the old stories, but I used them to protect Cybertron, to lay claim to my adopted home, Earth. Cybertron's final colony. I played a role I knew to be false, but the Chaos Bringer came anyway. LV-117 Prion, Golram Prime, Velocitron, Elonia, Eucharis, Arduria, Cheshi, Divisan. Cybertron's colonies, even the ones we didn't know about, fell. Unicron struck while we were at our weakest, our world ravaged by invasion, its core corrupted by malignant energies, its people by millions of years of war. I am Optimus Prime. Today we have chance to avenge Cybertron's fallen, and perhaps to reclaim our future. Today, people of Cybertron, we stand together. Yesterday dies, so tomorrow may live.
I have enough, Death.
RC.
No more worlds fall.
Wrong.
Glad I'm not dead anymore.
Bumblebee.
Operation Intervention
Soundwave.
You stunning Prime.
Pyromagna.
Unicron has amassed allies. His bestial army stands between us and hope. But not for long. At first, Unicron's path seemed random, but tracking the Maximals gave us an opportunity, the only one we've had in this despairingly asymmetrical war. High above Caminus, the first of Cybertron's lost colonies, to be rediscovered, the final battle begins.
Cybertron. Windblade, Cybertron's leader.
I hate this plan. I hate that the mistress of flame agreed this was the only way.
I know this plan is rough, Windblade, but I've known Optimus a whole long time, fighting a hopeless war with impossible odds.
Above Caminus.
That's when Optimus Prime is at his best.
Brothers, sisters, you have been deceived. You follow a tyrant using your ambitions, his own ambitions. Unicron will destroy us all. Noble effort, old friend, but I'm afraid today we do this the old-fashioned way. Autobots, Decepticons, hold off the Maximals at all cost. The people of Caminus are counting on us.
I know who Optimus is. Obviously, that's why I went to Earth in the first place. But I was really starting to think he didn't believe.
He's never believed anything. He should be here saving Camions, not sacrificing everything to prove he's a hero.
He's the Prime Pira.
You can still believe that the nonsense Aaron, not after all that's happened. The Primes are, and always were, a lie. Ignore Pira Magna, my children, and enter the Temple of Light. Find a sanctuary while the Arisen battles for our lives.
The Mistress of Fame, Way of Flame pointeth.
Not gonna be a sanctuary for long if we can't get this working.
Stormclash,
I've almost got the crap. I fixed that.
Skyburst,
Faith had its chance, mistress. Now it's down to us. Not belief in some higher power.
Our true selves are forged in the pressure of action. Heroes are just the ones who get noticed. There, the Maximal's ship. It's setting down on Unicron's surface, just as the Mistress predicted. Oh, good! I'm glad I don't have to give up and go home safe and sound. Battering ram engaged. Somebody better be there, or I'm gonna have the shortest resurrection ever!
Stop winning. Nobody.
Whining.
Stop whining. Nobody's sick of you being back yet.
RC, Bumblebee, with me. I don't know why Shockwave's Maximal army has joined Unicron, but it gives us a way in and a chance to stop this thing. What good are three of us against the planet?
You know three's better boats.
We know three better bots.
You know three better boats.
Hey, I'm the charming and light-hearted one, always quick with a joke.
Maybe you can lob you wit at some Maximals.
Maybe you can lob your wit at some Maximals.
Maybe you can lob your wit at some Maximals.
This way, somewhere inside, lies the heart of Unicron, and a way to end this while we still can. We might not make it out of this, Rom, and your people shall need you. You stood with me when Elonia died, risking yourselves to save so many of my people. What kind of knight would I be if I did less?
They're everywhere. At least we are going down together. Light, bright, love you. I love you. Solus Forge!
This war destroyed my life. I won't let it destroy yours. Ugh.
Sparkastalker! Who was that? His name was Dirge. Once we were Decepticons. But he died a Cybertronian.
The size of this army is unfathomable, as its objective. By Elonia's ghost, what are they after? You sure this is the way?
You're here for your charm, remember? I'm the one who's good at trekking.
I see. There's no one I'd rather follow into a malevolent planet bent on universal destruction.
You really know how to flutter about.
Hey guys, is that what I think it is? A painting? A painting? What's it mean, Prime? It means we're getting closer, and that means we may yet win this war. I hunger. Wait. Nobody sounded with Megatron. Can it please me to be the first? I hunger.
Did the unicorn just talk?
The end is...
The end is here. Optimus has failed. No, my child. The true Prime will light the way. We must believe in the stories. Well, whatever's happening in space, we're in business here. The space bridge is online. It will take time to bring everybody through the bridge. Can you hold out? Of course, Windblade. Faith will fuel our escape faith. And the faithful.
I've lived for millions of years, seeing sights I never imagined. You'd think the universe would run out of surprises. Holy bolts! How many worlds has this thing swallowed? Enough. Huh. Yeah. This forecast, it's ancient. This forest, it's ancient, but it almost seems alive. Optimus, between you and me, you don't think all this Horizon hocus pocus is for real, do you?
No, this can't be. No, this can't be.
Well, I want to hear what Optimus says. Are you home? Oh. You mean that? An Omega Sentinel, an ancient protector of Cybertron. I've only ever met one, and he's accounted for on Cybertron. Optimus. Optimus, seriously, are the stories true? And don't give me any of that old stories are true stuff. Did Cybertron really once do battle with Unicron? I'm afraid I don't know anymore, Bumblebee, but I do know this. These things do not look friendly. The Maximals have broken through, but why do they bother? Caminus is nearly destroyed. Unless, oh Primus, I believe I understand.
The Maxima are going to sacrifice themselves just to kill us. I'll hold them off, I'll run. Tell Optimus. Tell him this is all his fault. I'm gonna do none of that. No, 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 my child. You shall not have to. Pira Magna, you relinquished your duty when you abandoned the way of flame. Caminus is my responsibility. Wait, mistress. Maximals! You shall not harm my people!
Let go of me.
Feel the fire of Solus Forge.
Prime!
Things will get better, my children, but first I fear Mistress. Come on, we have to get everybody through the space bridge.
Unicron is alive. These things, they are immune system.
Good things, I'm an expert. Good things.
Good things. Good thing.
Good things. I'm an expert at making things unhealthy. First things will become much worse.
Soundwave, this is me. Teleport us out of here. And so it came to me. Despite my vow, I allowed another world to die. I ran while Caminus fell to Unicron's maw.
Mistress. She's gone, Pyrrha, but the rest of us?
Cybertron.
We made it, we lost our world, but thanks to the Mistress of Flame, we saved our people.
Did I not believe enough? Is that why I failed? Or am I conflating the tragedy of others with my own failings? Soundwave teleported us back to the Ark Zero, the fastest ship in the Cybertronian fleet. With Caminus gone, Cybertron needs us. Who's this? Well, Optimus Prime. Lots and lots of new faces. Look where you and Windblade have led us. This never happened when I was in charge. Because I willed it to be so, this Starscream, despot. Because I willed it to be so, this Starscream, deposed despot. Is my legacy a plan enacted at the dawn of civilization, one that I have waited eons to see come to fruition? In the eyes of all but the most deluded Cybertronians, the gods are dead. The matrix of leadership is gone. The primes revealed to be false idols. Faith itself is a fiction I invented. Shockwave, pulling the strings. Beachcomber, just unconscious. All that remains is Cybertron, and I will be next to fall. And it will be next to fall. Hope is nearly depleted, Starscream, but you can be the Messiah for the true Decepticon cause. Not freedom, for freedom is a meaningless thing. Expansion, empire. Looks like the fast ships are back already, so you better hurry your speech up, Shockwave. The last time we talked, you just insulted me, so you know, I'm looking for an excuse to kill you, now that you're unarmed. Cybertron shall be poisoned. Chalice, consuming its corrupted core, will kill Unicron. Then the rest of the universe shall become our dominion. Oh, is that why you asked me to come over? I'm not going to help you, you one-eyed adding machine. You always think you have it all figured out. But here's the thing. All Starscream is chock full of surprises. The surviving colonists have all retreated to Cybertron, but what remains of our Energon is sword. Our ecosystem has been damaged by Shockwave's machinations. We rely on Earth, a world I declared to be a Cybertronian colony. Whatever reason Unicron has to destroy our sibling worlds, Earth is now in mortal danger. And my greatest fear has come to pass. Unicron has no weakness. Well, that's a cheery way to greet the leader of Cybertron.
Optimus, have you looked better?
I failed. I believed sacrificing your home world would buy me time to find a way to destroy answers, only more questions and more death. With the colony of Carcer in orbit above us, we are all that remains between Unicron and Earth. We need something, anything, to save what remains. Hang on, 1, 2 Eucharis, 7 Carcer, that's only 12 colonies, unless Cybertron counts. Despite the words of the false prime, Cybertron is all that counts. But you're in luck, colonists. Unicron just happened to make Cybertron your new home, and I, Starscream, the first, the chosen one, have returned to light your darkest hour. The Autobots may have failed you, but I know exactly how to save Cybertron. Over my dead body. Ad infinitum. When Lonia was first attacked by the dire wraiths, it caught the entire planet unaware. The invaders showed my people no mercies, savaging a populace that thought itself at peace with the galaxy. The wraiths brought with them terror and death. We fought back valiantly, but any small victories could never ease the loss of our compatriots, our friends, our families. Rob, why don't you let me? Thank you, Bumblebee. I appreciate the kindness. The Cybertronians have shown us through this disaster, but as first of the Elonian Knights, it is important that I continue. Our centuries of battle have hallowed me, but still the hope of our war someday ending, enabling a return to Elonia, was the flame that fueled me. And now our world has been taken from us. I know the loss of Elonia to a threat graver even than that of the Wraith God themselves now makes further battle seem pointless. But it is not so. Never have we been more needed as a positive galactic force. Kimi, first of us wants to be next to die as Kimi.
My cup were my everything, but despair is not like my kind.
Utter foolishness. Your folly led the Elonians' destruction, Rob.
You would prefer me we perished inside Unicorn's gramping words? Now shut up and listen to Rom.
I understand fear. When the armor first sealed us away from the world, the claustrophobia and panic were nearly more than I could bear. And yet, bear it I did, with the support of my friends. I lost my family and myself in the Wraith attack, but I grew strong again through your support. Kimi, empty human words. There is no more Elonia, so there is no more support, Kimi. Kimi, I know that Kimi, you know nothing, and you know you will be nothing. You head to oblivion next, Kimi.
You ignorant letterbox, this isn't the time for panic.
Rom? No, all of you, leave Kimi be. Kimi, fight me. Kimi would rather die at your hands than be swallowed by an evil planet, Kimi. I would sooner die for you, Kimi, or alongside you, if it comes to that. Kimi thinks the odds we face are incompatible with Kimi's data system. Kimi, also Kimi is a cube, not a box. Great odds, I need even with our combined might. Cybertronian and the universe may indeed face the same fate as Elonia, which is why in the face of certain destruction, it is not only important but imperative that we continue fighting. We have always fought to defend those weaker or less able than us. We drove the dire wraiths away from Elonia. We fought evil on other planets that those worlds would be free to fulfill their own destinies. And if our own destiny is to have this be our final battle, so be it. For mothers Benna and Cha, my brother Rain, For Phila and Orpheon and for all of Elonia, I make this pledge to you now. We will not rest while others writhe 'neath hell's heel, because we are all heroes, Elonian warriors and avengers. And what else are the Knights of the Soul Star Order for?